What is going on, everyone? My name's Boyd, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the top of the map in the blue color, playing as Hades. His name is Player. His opponent today in the red color playing is Oranos. His name is Goldlion. The map is Frozen Wastes. It's currently 1-0 for Player on this in this best of 3. If you guys are on the YouTubes, I will not be uploading game number 1 because the vast majority of it was on a Twitch stream. If you want to watch it, just head over to Twitch. I don't know about the legalities of posting large portions of Twitch content to YouTube that aren't mine. So apologies for that. But if you do, I'll link the video. I'll highlight it and link the video in the description box. Anyways, yes. Oranos versus Hades on Frozen Waste. This is not the best map for Hades, and we see Player actually being incredibly smart here. Moving forward, grabbing his hunting dogs from the granary. He's grabbing the walrus, and he's going to be holding on to these elk or caribou in his base. He's going to have sentinels to defend against it, and that's going to be that. That's going to be a good time for him indeed. So, very smart play. We do see Anvil for Firesters here. You could role play as Zeus and be Hades at the same time. It's almost, this relic is almost worth grabbing the early hero for. In fact, I think it is worth grabbing the early hero for this relic. So we'll probably see Player going for that if he spots it. Let's check the map out just quickly. If we check over here, we've got another relic, which is the Scarab Pendant. They're actually both really good relics. If I recall correctly, this relic is 100% bonus damage against buildings. 100%. I'll say it one more time. 100%. I could be wrong. I did remember reading a patch note which changed that relic to 20%. But I'm not sure if that actually is a thing still or not. It's like a lot of changes didn't quite get documented correctly. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. We'll see when that gets grabbed, and then we can look at a siege weapon later in the game and see if it does give the plus 100%. But essentially, when you compare this relic to, say, engineers, 20% versus 100%, it's a lot. I'm going to stop harping on about it. We do see Player moving forward to these elk really, really early. He's on a lot of them at this point. Goldlion may have even wanted to try and go 4 minutes here, considering what Player's doing, and then go pure Terma just for a little bit until he gets those Mamillo in. We do see a Player seems to be force dropping. Is he? I don't know. Maybe he was just clicking on the walrus. Sometimes when players are playing, if you hit shift and you click when villagers are already on the walrus, sometimes they automatically move. So a lot of players get into the habit of clicking their villagers, right clicking on the thing they're already doing, and then hold shift and then click on the walrus just to make sure they don't randomly start shooting the next unit, the next animal straight away. And we do see that's what Player was doing there. So I know because I've done it myself. Temple going after Player now. He's going to be a little bit late to the classical age, it looks like, because that Temple's late there. Surprised to see that. Maybe it's going to be a 4:45 or a 5 minute even. Maybe he just waits, cuts the next villager, and goes to like a 4:50 or something. No, the Temple will be up. I take it all back. 4:45 for Player versus 4:30 for Goldlion. Oracle's already checking this out. Oh, he's going for a 5 minute. I'll be interested to see how Player plays this. Hades in this matchup has been one of those... there's a couple of matchups which make me feel like Hades just isn't as good as Zeus and Poseidon. And the Oranos matchup is one of them, and the Norse matchup is the other one. And this map here is a big, big reason why I think it's a big advantage for Oranos being on this map. So we'll see. We'll see how Goldlion's going to play with it. And especially how Player's going to deal with this, because oftentimes you don't get any bonuses on your hoplite or your hippocon. You get bonus for Toxotes, and nobody wants to build Toxotes against Oranos because Terma are just way too good against them. So we'll see how this works. Counter barracks going up, military barracks going up. I honestly wouldn't be surprised to see Player just go like double military academy or something like that, but we'll see. He's going 5 minutes here, and I feel like if Goldlion had realized what time player was advancing here, he probably would have gone Valor on his oracles. We do see that the villagers getting pulled back and they move over onto these caribou, probably cast sentinels, and just hang out. Surprised to see this relic not getting immediately grabbed here. Still no Valor, but sentinels goes up. These sentinels, they're a little bit lackluster, to be honest. 3.5 track rating. They need a little bit of a buffity buff. But that's just me. We do see the Mamilos coming out. There's not really any need to get aggressive here for Goldlion. Can't really hit much. The Sentinel's a little bit too strong at this point in the game for you to walk in. They do a lot of damage. 12.10 damage a second. And that's a second. That's not per shot. And they take like 3 seconds to attack or something crazy. So every single shot they hit is like 36 damage. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Maybe it's a little bit less. Maybe it's 2 seconds to attack. I don't know. Point is, lots of damage. Now Goldlion moving forward. Into attack TSM player here just a little bit. Still this relic's just getting left there. Makes me sad. Nobody wants free resources in this game. It's a lot of free resources as well. Let's be real. We got a 1-1-1 from player here. So he is making some Toxotes. But just the 1-1-1, staying one town center as well. Potentially, player goes for an Aphrodite timing here. Goldlion should stay one town center on this map and definitely hit a Hyperion timing on maybe this gold mine here. Considering players eating this gold mine over here. This one's really nice. I would have probably preferred him to go to this gold mine first and then move over onto the other side a little bit easier. A little bit. Almost a snipe there. Villager does manage to just dive into the tower. Completely fine at this point. Goldlion needs to just find somewhere to attack. Run around the outsides. Hit these villagers off this wood line here. Hit these villagers off this wood line here. There's so many goat as well for players. So when he finishes on these caribou, he can just move onto the goat and be a very happy individual. However, Goldlion gets the exceptional bonus of being Atlantean economy and also having all the hunt on the map. So see how that goes. We are seeing some raids now. The big thing that Hades does have that the other Greek gods don't have is ability to raid with the Chiron. 5.5 speed, same as the Hippocon. So you can move in and do that. We do see a shockwave over here. These units need to somehow take down the Minotaur. The Minotaur gets a big headbutt over there onto that Terma, but the Minotaur's getting a lot of damage taken. We do see the Prometheans coming in as the Chiron's out of position here. Looks like the villager does garrison at this point, and it's looking like players managed to defend for this point as the Prometheans are getting taken down as they run away. Probably going to lose the other two as well. Valor does get cast there, and that was a big victory there for player. Goldlion's got to be kicking himself for going for that one. And now, given that that's happened, it's almost as if player can just move forward, grab this granary, and start eating this hunt instead of moving on to his herdables, which is going to be huge for him. And he can still just raid with these two units here. Doesn't need to overcommit on the raids because you sort of need to respond to this with Murmillo, and the Murmillo run just a little bit slow. And look, the damage gets done. The villager jumps into the manor there. Player's going to be retreating back as the units are going to be chasing them around, but this is really smart by player. More houses going up for player in his base. He's doing all the good things, everything you need to do. Now Goldlion moving forward. He's going to be hitting these units over here. I don't think that he realizes that he doesn't have the army right now. If we check out the population, 106 population for Goldlion, 98 for player. But these units here, I think it's like almost as if there's just more military out at the moment for player. He's got, it's pretty similar. There's all the extra population is in citizen right now for Goldlion. And there's still a restoration that can be used. So we'll see if Goldlion's going to be able to hit it, or player's going to be able to hit the restoration timing here onto that back gold mine. Second town center going up. And player's like, he's already seen the score drop, it looks like. He's trying to move in. You see that the Chiron can take this Promethean down so very, very fast. And Player's going to be forcing a fight here. He does have Restoration. You need to be careful with those Toxotes. Very close to the terminal right now, but it's looking like Goldlion's not microing this one at all right now. Now he's finally doing it nice. Not overkilling the Toxotes too much. Restoration going down here, keeping his units alive. And getting his Minotaur back up to almost full HP here as well. If you stop command the Minotaur, we'll jump back up to full HP. If you can get him just idle for, I think it's like 1 second of idle time, we'll get him for full restoration value, and then 1 more second will get him back up to full HP. So you just need him to not get attacked for 2 seconds, and he's back to full HP if you spam stop command. But it is looking like this town center is going to get denied. The Mamila getting a nice trade over here. Oh, it's actually fairly equal, to be honest, because there's four hoplites. Minotaur could turn around and hit these guys as well. And it's looking like over here, we've got Hades Shades moving in as well. So the units from Player just can keep piling in here. Pretty brutal. By TSM Player, the army composition is way too strong, or just the army type, whatever, the Greek unit's just too strong here. And Goldlion taps out in the 10th minute here. It's just complete domination by Player in this game. To just say this style of Oranos is very dated, and you don't need to get this second town center. You don't need to fight the Greek player. In fact, you don't want to fight the Greek player. What he should have been doing is, instead of getting this, instead of putting this in the middle, should have been hitting over here, raiding on the top, hitting Heroic Age, hitting a timing with Heroic Age, and getting out those stronger units, the Arcus, the Contarius, the Destroyers, all those good things. I definitely think would help a lot of these Oranos players find a lot more success against Hades here. And those are the things that I'm talking about when I say Hades can't really deal with that, because he simply can't. But not happening in this game, and Player does manage to get the victory here. So GG, well played by Player. Makes to move on to the second round. If you guys do enjoy these games, please consider hitting the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.